We're praying in this year of mercy that each person finds peace in their heart to forgive whatever it is that is causing the pain, the anger, the violence, to forgive and lay down arms and come to the table. There's nothing dialogue would not solve. Violence causes more violence, and the more violence we have, the more future Boko Haram insurgents we're going to give rise to, and of course we're destroying our countries. My prayer and my hope is that there will be an end to this insurgency, both the one in the north and what is growing up now as we know it in the Niger Delta area. You know, one of the things people need, the basic needs, they are food, clothing, toiletries, and we know that they might not have all these items. So we decided to get involved, help collecting these items and probably sending to them.
Living in Lagos, we're far from the north and we don't see these things, we don't hear. So it's easy for us to say, let's pray for them, and you forget about it. But working on the project brought me down to earth. It put me in their shoes. I can't say I went through what they went through, but I was able to feel for them.
For me, it started when I joined DHI. They already had some projects running. So I have a sister who's a doctor. She's in Benin. So I got her in touch with Dr. Nkechi. They met, and then together they gave the health talks. They did health checks for people and just did basically whatever needed to be done.
There are certain needs in the society that not only medical doctors could take care of. We decided that why don't we invite other professionals. Together we did make a difference in the lives of several people.
What we did, we started before the Year of Mercy, but it was good that the Year of Mercy, because it was like it joined to the work we are doing, and we are still continuing that work. It's a time to actually show mercy to people, help people out. You should try not to walk past people without at least trying to help out in whatever way that you can.
Mercy is showing sympathy to people, no matter who they are or who you are. It's not a friend, it's not a brother, somebody you don't know who needs help. That's what the Year of Mercy calls us to do. So you're helping somebody who doesn't even know you, who can't help you back.
But mercy doesn't know any religion. It doesn't criticize. It doesn't say because you're Muslim. It doesn't say because you're black or because you're white. You are supposed to be merciful, irrespective of whichever religion or whichever tribe the person is from. We didn't really need to do this because it's not happening beside you. It's not your brother, nothing else. And I'm Igbo. So you know the Igbos are they'll tell you, please leave them, Joe. Let them be on their own. They're far away. But they are brothers.
It got to a point in which our friends are really sure they're tired of hearing us. Please, can you give me something for those poor people there in Yola or in Benin? Please, can you give me some money? We need to buy food stuff. So everybody like, Nkechi, we've heard it. We know they're suffering. We can't help anymore.
At some point, I was getting discouraged. So after the Pope announced the Year of Mercy, it pushed me forward. It challenged me to do something more.
So by the time we now had Year of Mercy, that was an added impetus. Okay, now the Holy Father said this. Don't you think that this Year of Mercy, you could also do this in addition to what you've already done in the past? Okay, so like that, a little bit here and a little bit there, we were able to gather funds. And that made a lot of difference to most of them.
We met a lady that just had a day-old baby in camp. The baby was covered in a cellophane bag. There was nothing to cover this baby with. So it was a big relief that we came with something. They were able to pick at least 1 or 2 items of clothing to clothe this child in.
What really bothers me are the promises we've made sometimes and we've been unable to keep. And I was talking about this young little boy that came walking towards me with a huge smile. You could see he was in pain because this is someone whose hip bone was broken. And he was dragging his leg behind him. And he heard the doctors are here, so all the other kids were running, but he couldn't run. He kept on dragging that foot until he got to where I was, and he said, I am here, I am in pain. They've been giving me painkillers, but it doesn't stop the pain. So I said, even if they give you all the painkillers, it wouldn't stop the pain because something needs to be adjusted. So what we are going to do for you, when we leave here, we're going to ask other medical colleagues to help us so that we can carry out the surgery that we need to do on your hip joint. Is that okay with you? Yes, doctor. He was ready for anything.
If you see the places where they live and eat, places where they raise children, like it will bring tears to your eyes. Like no child should, be in that kind of condition. It's inhuman conditions.
What we saw, what these children were going through, what they were feeding them, it was painful. But at least what the items we sent was a big relief to them, because you could see the jubilation in their faces when these items arrived. You could see the joy coming from them.
I think each time I've been able to help these people, I have a particular joy. I can't explain it. That joy, I don't think anybody can give it, and it's not bought with money. It's something that you have to do to be able to experience it. There's something there that you can't explain, and I think it comes from God.